Wow, this one was crazy. Actually hit you guys, sorry about that. And here's the hardware for this side, and here's the new ones. These look way better, so we're gonna pop these in. Here's the old one on the left. Here's the new one. Welcome back, JDM fam. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure to subscribe and hit that like button if you guys haven't already, so you guys don't miss any more second gen CRV content on this channel. In today's video, we're going to be changing the brake pads in the second gen lifted Honda CRV. This CRV is modded, it's lifted, it has bigger tires, so I'm sure I do go through brakes a little bit faster at least than a stock CRV, but my brakes have lasted for years, so I'm not really worried about that. But I can tell that these wheels are heavier than stock, which obviously is going to make a difference on braking. And when I did first lift the CRV and get bigger tires, everybody was saying that the transmission was going to fail. I have been going for years with this lift, never had any problems with the transmission. With my first gen CRV, I remember the shifts would be a little bit clunky. With this CRV, the shifts are smooth. Right when I switched from the first to second gen CRV, I noticed a big improvement in the transmission feel, and that's just one thing that I've noticed. But that's not what we're here to talk about. We're here to talk about the brakes, because the brakes in this lifted CRV with the bigger tires are bad. They're actually so embarrassing and squeaky. It just came out of the blue, just out of nowhere, started squeaking really bad. So literally, if I'm barely touching the brakes, it's just squeaking all the way along until I come to a complete stop. Definitely don't want that. And if your CRV or Civic or whatever vehicle you drive is doing this, definitely make sure you change your brakes, because it's basically telling you and warning you that your brakes are going out soon and you're going to need to change them before they are metal to metal. So these are the brake pads that I got. These are ceramic Bosch brake pads, and I assume these will be good quality, mostly because these are, this brand is what the OEM usually uses for certain things. So I think these will be a good fit for the CRV, and they're ceramic, so they should last a long time, seeing as how I have the bigger tires that will eat through brakes just a little bit faster at least. First thing we're going to do is break the lug nuts, jack it up, and then take the wheels off, and then we'll start taking apart the calipers, take out the old brake pads. Now that the CRV is jacked up, I'm going to take the lug nuts out and take off the wheel, start taking apart the caliper, take out the old brake pads. We have the wheel off right over there. Now we're going to take apart this caliper. We're going to remove this bottom bolt right here. That way we can swing out the caliper and pull out the brake pads, and then we can adjust the caliper so the new brake pads will fit in there. When we do that, we will open up the brake reservoir so we don't burst any lines or anything. I don't know if I caught it on camera, but that thing was on tight. Definitely a good thing, but it took a second to get it off. Once it broke, came right off. So now we're gonna take out the brake pads, and should be pretty simple. There we go. After that Cali trip, guys, these things were squeaking it up. Okay, so here's the old one on the left. Here's the new one. So I am really happy I am getting these done. It's better to get them done early versus waiting until they're hitting the metal, obviously, but also, I mean, these are pretty low. These are going to work a lot better, and these just look great. They're ceramic. I don't remember if I went with ceramic. I assume I did, because I usually do go with ceramic, but these are going to sound great. Way better than these squeaky, old, worn out brake pads. Now that the brake pads are out, I'm going to replace the hardware with new hardware. They go in right here and at the top right here with this synthetic lubricant. So it says to apply to all moving hardware components. Apply to all hardware to pad contact surfaces before installing. So basically in here and in there on the other side as well. And it should help it to move the brake pads in and out without making much noise, and it's going to help them to work better as well. Wow, this one was crazy. Actually hit you guys, sorry about that. And here's the hardware for this side, and here's the new ones. These look way better, so we're gonna pop these in, and then we'll start working on the brake pads. Next, we're going to open up the brake reservoir just so we can relieve pressure. I'm just going to crack it. That way, when I'm pressing the caliper in, I'm not going to burst any lines or put any pressure on the system. It will just go in and press the fluid up. So now I'm going to press in this caliper right here. You can see it right there. Going to press in this little cylinder. Now, there are different ways you can do this. You can use a C-clamp, put it on there and just basically press it in. I don't think I have my C-clamp right now, so I might just use a screwdriver or a wrench in here and just slowly press it back. That is if I can't find my C-clamp. I'm gonna go look for it right now. I'll be back when it's done. I'll tell you guys what I did. Okay, I pressed back the cylinder in the caliper. It's pressed all the way back. The new pads are fitting great, well, pretty good. So now all I need to do is lubricate these new hardware pieces, take the pads back out and do that. And also, guys, I could not find my C-clamp. So what I did was I just pressed the cylinder back with my wrench. And yeah, I just used my socket wrench, pressed it back. It took a few tries like it usually does, and it went all the way back, just enough that the pads will fit. So happy about this. All I have to do now is pull out the pads, like I said, lubricate these hardware pieces, and then pop this back on and tighten it up, and then we'll work on the other side. So this side is all done. I lubricated all of the areas. It basically says to lubricate the moving areas of the pad as well as the contact areas. I'm not going to show you guys the other side because it's just exactly the same as this side. So I'm going to get that side done really quick after I'm done tightening up this bolt. One thing to mention, guys, also, obviously, make sure you use a jack stand when you're doing stuff like this and you have your legs under the car or you're under the car. Putting together the other side went super quick. One thing I want to mention is don't forget your little clip in there when you're putting it back together. And another thing I wanted to mention is that I use my tire iron on this little area to adjust the caliper, and it was way easier than the wrench. And every time I do brakes, it's like the first one takes a little bit longer, second one super quick. I think this one took me like 5 minutes, the other side took me like 20 minutes. So gonna get this done, buttoned up, and I'll be right back. All right, brake job is all done. Everything is tightened up. Double checked the wheels, made sure that they're tight, the lug nuts. So I closed up the brake fluid reservoir. Also wanted to mention that when you do brand new brake pads, if you don't have any leaks and your fluid's low, once the new brake pads are back in, should go up to full or just about full. So now this girl should be a lot quieter when we're braking. It was actually obnoxious. Very happy to have this done. Wasn't that difficult. It's really not that difficult of a job. It's just getting in there and having to do it, but you save a lot of money. So let me know if you guys are doing this to your CRV to save some money, because you actually save hundreds. It's really nice, and you know that it was done right. So thanks for watching. Make sure to subscribe and hit that like button. It helps me out a lot, and I'll see you guys on the next video.